Well, for this afternoon, we're here to launch a very special, unique activity of the authority for the first time we've ever done such an activity, and it falls really under a very important part of our mandate and strategic plan and our strategic directions, which is to improve deep sea literacy. It's one thing to sit in the conference room and to discuss the law of the sea and to discuss very complex technical issues, but it's quite another thing to be able to communicate those issues to the broader public at large. And I think we've all seen that there is really a gap in communication, something that we really have to work together to try to fill that gap. And of course, the best way to do that is to engage people when they're very young. But today, we're looking at the second thing that we've produced, which is this series of activity books, at the moment developed in English, French and Spanish. They're on the table in front of you, and maybe you've had a chance to have a look at them. But they are tailored very much to younger children, to primary school and preschool children, to teach them about conservation, the importance of reducing pollution, the importance of deep sea science and scientific knowledge, and preservation of coastal and marine areas. And we've developed the book in collaboration with the Centre for Language and Culture in Kingston, and I'm delighted that the principal is joining us today. It's a fantastic preschool that provides learning in Kingston in English, French and Spanish. The product, the book, is designed to be used by the kids themselves, by teachers, by educators, by parents, in support of whatever educational programs are taking place in the school. I hope that you'll find the book exciting and interesting. I hope that you will spread the word. One of the objectives we have, and that we're actively working on, is to make the book available even more widely in languages other than the official languages of the authority. So we've already had some really great discussions with countries around the world about producing the book in Hindi, in India, in Korean, in many other different languages, as many languages as you can think of. It's not many words, there's not so many words in the book, so it's not that difficult to do. We're happy to make the book and the product available as widely as possible to as many different countries and partner schools and institutions as possible, including here in Jamaica, and we're hoping very much to reach out through the Ministry of Education to make the book even more widely available. With that, I'm very proud to be able to launch the book. I congratulate the team that worked on it, and of course the authors and illustrators that worked on it, as well as my own team within the Secretariat. The illustrator, Mathieu Lenot, who cannot be here now, but I think he's in France, right? He's in France, yes. I think it's a really great product, and I hope everybody enjoys it. And I think with that, my next task is to invite the Minister to say a few words. Thank you.
Members of staff of the Seabed Authority, members of staff of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Again, I'm so very happy to be here for the launch of this new line of activities, Secretary General, the launch of this children's activity book, Life Underwater, We Love Our Ocean. I know we all agree that there's a special relationship between people and the natural world, and of course, no less so in particular, our oceans. And while we recognize the breadth of content that's available on the internet, We also acknowledge the need to ensure that there is material relevant and specific to audiences' age and culture. And we laud efforts to capture all of these elements and laud them even more when they serve the secondary benefit of teaching a second or third language. And now we're hearing they may teach even more. Secretary General, thank you for that. As host country to this ISA, and of course, having played a significant role, a leadership role in the development and adoption of the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea, Jamaica continues to particularly value the Seabed Authority, the UNCLOS, and of course all the work that surrounds it. In that context, we commend the Seabed Authority for this innovative and very creative partnership initiative, which is well aligned with its responsibility for advancing greater understanding of the seabed and ensuring the effective protection of the marine environment. The government of Jamaica therefore truly welcomes this effort at promotion of ocean literacy among the general population and particularly among our young children. We know our younger children are more open to learning languages. Something about the brain center and how open it is up to the age of 3 and how it closes, which is why it's so difficult for the rest of us when that effort comes late in life. But I am absolutely certain that the Ministry of Education and Youth will agree that this effort has the potential to create a tremendous positive impact on the minds and generations of leaders of the future and policymakers to come, as it shapes the way they consider, protect, preserve, and sustainably use the ocean and its resources. So we really do look forward to the widest dissemination and promotion of this activity book. And I again want to commend the author as well as the illustrators and the Seabed Authority in their efforts to have made this book a reality. In closing, I want to just reiterate that Jamaica is committed to the work that is being done to secure the resources of the ocean for the benefit of mankind, and as well as to support and preserve and protect the environmental integrity of the seabed. I want to also again affirm the government's endorsement and support of educational activities such as the publication being launched here today, and state how much we look forward to our continued effective collaboration with the authority on this and other matters. Again, our very most sincere commendations to the author, the illustrator, Secretary General and his team, to Marie in particular, who I know had a particularly helpful hand in this process. And indeed, I thank you all for being here for this interesting approach to advocacy, to education, and to laying the foundation of future generations to come. Thank you very much.
The Director of CLC, the Center for Language and Culture.
Good afternoon, everyone. His Excellency Michael Lodge, Secretary General of ISA, Her Excellency the Honorable Senator KAMINA Johnson-Smith, as well as Ambassador Sheila Montes, and Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon again. It's a great pleasure to be speaking about some new resource material that I have created along with Mathieu Linot, who is the illustrator of this new resource material. My name is Aline Luna Less, or Auntie Luna. My crowd is usually a very different crowd. I have children between 2 to, well, I'm about to say 2 to 5 years old, but we also teach teachers at Shortwoods Teachers College. We have adults, we have teenagers, but it's just a slightly different crowd, maybe no suits. So a French national, but I'm also Jamaican. I'm the director of an institution called the Center for Language and Culture, which is a multicultural preschool accredited by the Ministry of Education and the Early Childhood Commission in Kingston. I've been in Jamaica for 22 years, dedicating my expertise and experiences with children and adults in the field of education, teaching methodologies, and culture. This activity book has been tailored to bring awareness about the Sustainable Development Goal 14, which is life underwater, as well as SDG 4, education. And it is a program that has been established by the United Nations in order to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. We have decided to start with this age group. Of course, we will be building material with more at different levels of education, but this particular age group is very interesting to me because they have a lot of empathy for our environment. They are so aware, and it's like an innate awareness of the need to protect our environment. So this age group is one of remarkable brain development for children and represents a crucial window of opportunity for education. We believe that the early childhood care and education is one of the best investments a country can make, as it promotes a holistic development and social cohesion. We are planting seeds and wish to equip the generation of today, which will become the decision makers and leaders of tomorrow. It is one of the activities supported by the Deep Sea Literacy Program implemented by ISA to improve general knowledge and understanding of the importance of engaging all stakeholders, and I had to review my speech to make sure I'm not saying skateboard holders, for the conservation and sustainable use of the oceans and their resources, and for the implementation of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Some of the targets will be to reduce marine pollution, protect and restore ecosystems, increase knowledge about ocean health, preserve coastal and marine areas, and increase benefits from sustainable use of marine resources. The oceans are an integral part of the water cycle and produce much of the oxygen that we need to live. Focusing on lifelong skills, we are looking forward to implementing this activity book in preschools and elementary schools. We have started the process at the Center for Language and Culture, and we're very, very happy with the outcome, seeing children from maybe not 2 years old, but 3 years old, starting to look at when they are eating a snack. So we have snack every day, and we have different bags, and we ask them, okay, where do you think this item should go? And you can see that they are already starting to think, looking at the bags and understanding, okay, where does the plastic go, and where do we have, how to separate the different items. So that's from 3 years old, and it took us about 4 weeks to see already a result. So the result is very, 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 very quick, much quicker than we thought. So we will be collaborating also with other institutions and donating books to school in inner city communities. And this activity book, as Michael said, it has been translated in English, French, and Spanish, and we will be looking into translating it in other languages so that it can be available to various continents. So we thank ISA for their ongoing support, and we are really looking forward to creating more resources at all levels of education. I really thank Michael and Mary for organizing this event today. I think everybody is ready to go on holiday, so we are really ready for all your efforts, and thank you so much for your support today.